Hey team, good morning to you. Hope you're all doing well. I'm going to be doing something different for the next several weeks in these videos, and I really want to go back to our roots. And I think it's important recognizing that we have so many folks that have not been with the foundation for very long. In fact, out of the original team, Dean and Claire are the only ones that kind of went through this sort of origin story that our organization had in 2019 to become the foundation that all of you are experiencing today. And so I think it's important for us to go back because culture is really about people like us do things like this, right? It's a methodology. It's the unspoken rules of conduct that are based on our values and beliefs. And a lot of this was formed out of some ideas that came very early for us in 2019. And we started with a book called Conversational Intelligence by Judith Glasser. It's a great book. It's a primer. This is more of a why it's so important rather than the how we actually go about doing it. And so if you've not read this yet, I really encourage you to read it. But today I really want to talk about something that's based on this dashboard, and it's on page 36 of Conversational Intelligence. And it's moving someone from becoming resistant in a conversation, right, skeptical in a conversation, to a place of trust and being a co-creator and going through the process of discovery in a conversation. And you'll be amazed at oftentimes when we have conversations that are resistant, it's because we didn't take the time to really prime and build trust in a conversation. So, when we think about conversational intelligence, the basis of it is that dashboard is moving sort of up regulating, right, for trust, really getting into that executive brain. Being able to choose, brainstorm, discover, be open to new ideas, right? And then we downregulate into kind of fear and anxiety. We create skepticism and distrust because we immediately jump into sort of an asking, telling sort of conversation that doesn't create that initial place of trust where that person is now open to those ideas. So, my challenge to us, this week is I really want us to think about how we prime our conversations as we come into them, right? Are we setting up a scenario for trust in that conversation? And a really great example, and I tried this week, is set up your conversation. If you're going to have a conversation with someone about an issue that you're having, right? Say, hey, I would really like to have a conversation about an issue I'm having. What would be a good time for us to do that? Or, hey, I've got this idea I really want to run by you that might be a little crazy, but I'd love to get your thoughts on it, right? Those are things that begin to prime for trust rather than, hey, I really need this. Right? Immediately, what we do is we're setting that person up to immediately go into their amygdala, right? That primitive brain where there's more of an emotional, visceral response rather than a chosen response to engage in that conversation in a meaningful way. So if you have not read Conversational Intelligence, I really encourage you to begin reading it. We're going to go over some of the principles, concepts, and I'm going to share some ideas that have come forward for me in the multiple times that I've actually read this book. So hope you're all doing well. This week, let's prime for trust in our conversations. Let's set them up in terms of expectations and invite people into that process rather than just jumping right into a conversation and see where that goes. I look forward to hearing your thoughts on this. Talk to you soon. Bye.